Hi, I'm Jennifer Casper. I am one of the pediatricians who works here at the Chelsea Health Center. And I'm here to talk to you about is a good time and what are good choices when you want to start giving your child some solid food. Um, so we recommend that you start introducing solid foods around 6 months. And one of the most important ones to start with is some form of infant cereal. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One is this is going to be your baby's first time experiencing the textures, and it's going to be very different from swallowing a liquid. And the infant formula, or pardon me, the infant cereals are really important because they're iron fortified. And they come in a variety of types. So you could buy oatmeal cereal, you could buy rice cereal, you could buy quinoa or multigrain. And maybe the one thing to keep in mind with those is that the rice cereal can at times be a little constipating. But essentially, you're going to prepare the cereal and you're going to feed it to your child with a spoon. They may spit a little bit of it out. Doesn't mean that they don't like it. It just means that they're learning how to take a spoon and take the food into their mouth. Some other great things to start with are lots of pureed vegetables and fruits. And these you can make at home. There's not really anything special about the brands sold in the stores. If you have peas and carrots and spinach and sweet potatoes and the like at home, as long as you cook them well and make them into a puree, those are safe for your baby to eat. We do recommend that you don't put any extra sugar or salt in it. But if you happen to like to put some parsley or some herbs, or you have certain spices that you like to use, and that's part of your family's tradition or your culture, there is no harm in doing that. Just definitely avoid any added sugar or salt because your baby at this point does not need any of that. And in terms of the sequence of how often to introduce them, again, we recommend that at least initially start with one new food and give that same new pureed food for at least 3 days in a row. Okay, so carrots or peas or spinach, even though we think they might be somewhat boring, are brand new to your infant. And what we're watching for, what you're watching for by giving your infant the same food for 3 days, is to make sure they don't have some type of allergic reaction, either a rash or maybe some difficulty breathing as a consequence of eating that food. And if you were to introduce 2 and 3 and your baby suddenly got a rash or had some difficulty, we wouldn't know which of those foods it was. So a new food about every 3 days is a really good way to start. And then as time progresses and your baby gets used to eating lots of foods, we generally don't have to be so strict with that. So enjoy giving your baby his or her first new foods. It's going to be a fun experience, and thank you very much.